Now for a look at earnings and the economy. Sheraz, Mian of Zacks.com is here to tell us what's happening with corporate America. Happy to have you here. We are post-election.
Thanks for having me.
So what do you think? What will the economy look like for the next president? What's this president inheriting?
Yeah, one thing that we have seen consistently throughout the recovery from the Great Recession is that we have had this slow and steady growth. So we get to go down to about 1% growth and then bounce back from there to about 2.5%. And I think that the next president will basically inherit the same. We have a continuation of the Fed policy that has been in place for quite some time now, and most of the fiscal policies that have been in place will also continue in the new administration. So I don't really see any major change in the economy as far as the growth trajectory is concerned.
Let's take a closer look at the earnings news that has been coming in. Are you seeing some improvements?
Yes, I am. The Q3 earnings season, now the bulk of it is behind us. Growth is better. In fact, this is the first quarter in 6 quarters where we are on track for positive growth. So the earnings recession has ended. And the positive growth is expected to continue into Q4 and beyond. And the expectation is that 2017 will give us double-digit earnings growth. I'm a bit skeptical of those expectations, but I think it's overall a positive earnings backdrop for stocks.
And you're seeing this across the board with sectors, or are there some sectors that are standing out more than others?
Yes, it's broad-based. So one consistent element that we were confronted with over the last 6 to 8 quarters was what was happening with the energy sector. And energy was a drag in Q3 as well, but that changes in Q4. So the improvement and the positive earnings growth that we saw in Q3 is despite a big drag from energy. We had good numbers from finance, we had good numbers from technology, and there's quite a lot of breadth. So it's not outstanding earnings growth, but it's nevertheless a very notable improvement over what we have become used to seeing over the last 6 to 8 quarters.
And the fourth quarter, you talked about this just a bit, but of course, so much of the economy is hinged on the GDP number that comes in with consumer spending.
Sure.
I know the retailers are working very hard to get shoppers in the door, get them online. What's your expectation?
So the consumer is by and large doing good. We've been seeing that even when the GDP growth number quarterly basis will come down close to 1%. Even there, the consumer end was okay. It was pretty good in Q3, and given what we are seeing in the non-farm payrolls, given what we are seeing on the wages front, I would expect consumer growth, household spending to remain a key component of overall economic growth, though consumer growth in the aggregate for the economy and how the brick and mortar retailers do are two different things.
Two different things.
That's
so
right.
There's still a struggle happening there, I take
There's still a lot of struggle. There is a secular shift that we've been talking about for a long time
Sure.
now. The foot traffic in the mall is down. Folks are buying stuff online. So a lot of this stuff is moving to the Amazons of the world. And we'll see how the Macy's and the Nordstroms of the world do as they report. But the traditional retail space continues to struggle.
Thank you for coming on the show, Sheraz.
Sure, no problem.